I want to ask a couple of questions about the recent trouble and conflict in Israel, and in particular the ABC's coverage of same. An article here which I've had annotated for factual errors in red, and as you can see this document is a sea of red, and it says, like many places on earth, the history of the region is complex and bloodied. It's been ruled by many different powers over the centuries, but Arab people have lived there throughout. But that's not actually correct, is it? This perhaps brushes away the ancient and unbroken historical connection to the land, to Israel by the Jewish people. That's one example. As you flip through, I see another statement here. Most recently, we're talking about the past 100 years. The area now known as Israel and the occupied Palestinian territories were ruled by the Ottoman Empire. We're not actually talking about the last 100 years. The Ottomans conquered the Holy Land in 1517. Now, these are just examples, but they go on and on. So my question to you is, why is it that the ABC is institutionally anti-Semitic? And why is it that the ABC has continually misled its viewers in relation to the Jewish people's ancient connections to the land of Israel?
Senator, I don't agree with the characterisation of the ABC being anti-Semitic. I will say that when there are conflicts such as this, and very complicated matters, there are certainly things that we've looked into that have already been published to ensure that they're accurate. Some corrections have been made.
There is another angle to this, and I want to touch on the subject of the coverage, specifically of Hamas. Throughout this particular document, Hamas is referred to as fighters, militant organisation. Doesn't refer to it as terrorist organisation. Is the ABC, or does the ABC accept that Hamas is a terrorist organisation because the Australian and the United States governments do?
Great. Yep.
We accept that the Australian government regards Hamas as a terrorist organisation.
Is that the ABC's position?
The ABC doesn't take an editorial position on these sorts of things, but we as a fact, yes, it's been prescribed as a terrorist organisation, yes.
Right. So the ABC doesn't support radical Islamic terrorism then?
Absolutely not.